Having sports memorabilia and having it only for yourself is the bragging right for sports fans. Here are the top 10 most expensive sports NFTs in the world. My personal favorite has to be the legendary LeBron James Tomahawk Dunk. Number 10. Mookie Betts Legendary, $2.05 million. Mookie Betts is one of the best baseball players out there, as he had led two different teams in 2018 and 2020 to the World Series title, and you know what that means. There's no way that NFTs about this guy come in cheap. And that is exactly why the Mookie Betts Legendary NFT had sold for $2.05 million. Is it worth it? Well, NFTs are seen as the future of memorabilia and fandom, so if a return on investment isn't going to come up any sooner, then it probably will in the future. Number 9. Action Jackson's sports cards, $2.08 million. Reggie Jackson is one of the most famous American baseball players that has graced the fields. He was an all-star for 14 seasons, and that has made him one of the most respected players in the world of baseball. So having an NFT after him that valued at $2.08 million? That's no wonder because of how much the guy is loved after leading his teams to the first place 10 times when he was still an active player. However, what's neat about this NFT is that for the value it says, you get more because you get to have all the rights to sports cards and memorabilia of Action Jackson provided by Jacksons of all trades. It's a pretty sweet deal if you ask me. Number 8. Aaron Judge Legendary, $2.13 million. Aaron Judge has not won a World Series yet, but if he is going to, we are going to see the Aaron Judge Legendary's NFT value rise, and it makes a lot of sense since tokens of the player had gained a lot of value over the past 3 years. I mean, this NFT alone had sold for $2.129 million, and there are a lot more NFTs that were done for him, so imagine the pool once he becomes a World Series champion. Number 7. Alex Morgan Legendary, $2.13 million. The U.S. national women's team is one of the best female football teams there is in the world, as Alex Morgan is one of the players who had made that possible. It speaks a lot because as soccer isn't as popular in the States as other sports are, she's one of the most popular female athletes there is. So there's no doubt as to why this NFT of her had sold for $2.129 million. Number 6. Nifty Doge Low Taylor .WFT, $2.1 million. This isn't from pop star Taylor Swift, although we could understand the initial confusion. This NFT is the first customized digital shoe kickbit that was created by Taylor.WTF, a digital artist. It's a digital version of a shoe. You can't wear it, but you can still tell your friends that you have it, especially if it comes at a price tag of $2.1 million. And fun fact, it's the second most expensive NFT created by the artist, just coming in next to his CryptoPunks creation worth $9.2 million. Number 5. Rare Diego Maradona, $4.3 million. Diego Maradona is the football legend. A lot of critics have said that he's inarguably one of the best football players of all time, so it's no wonder that this NFT had sold for $4.1 million. After his death in November 2020, all of Maradona's collectibles have been skyrocketing. There are only 100 blockchains that can house the card, and notably, there's also another version that has the Argentinian footballer at his final coaching spot when he had been for the Argentinian club Gimnasia de la Plata. Number 4. Michael Jordan Sport Punk, $5.06 million. Now Michael Jordan, the man, the myth, and the legend are now an NFT? The Sport Punk NFT of Michael Jordan was made by one of the most expensive NFT creators in the market, Larva Labs, and this is part of the Sport Punk versions that had only 100 of them circulating in the blockchain, and you will have full rights to this one specific image. If you still don't believe in NFTs, then you're missing because even Michael Jordan himself has invested some of his fortunes in the NFT and cryptocurrency market. Who's going to question that? Number 3. Jamal Charlo, Lions Only Gold Ultimate, $19.1 million. People back in the old days loved themselves some sports cards, but not today because NFTs are the real deal. And this signed virtual card from two-time world champion Jamal Charlo had sold for $19.1 million. The picture that's embedded on this card is from one of the milestone moments in his boxing career in December 2019, wherein he had landed 2 knockdowns to Dennis Hogan and was eventually crowned as the new WBC World Middleweight Champion. Number 2. MLB Champions Brett Gardner, $21.3 million. MLB has officially licensed blockchain-based simulated baseball game called MLB Champions, and people can only access the MLB Champion Brett Gardner NFT through the platform. If you're a Yankees fan, then the neatest thing about this NFT that is worth $21.28 million is that it gives the owner exclusive rights to Brett Gardner's stats, which means that the better Gardner plays at his games, the more valuable and expensive this NFT will get. We better wish the guy more luck at his game then. Number 1. Statue of LeBron James, $21.6 million. Coming in at number 1 is the raw file of LeBron James's picture taken on February 1st, 2020 by Kamani Okira doing a tomahawk dunk pose. When you hear the name LeBron James, you just know that there is nothing cheap from this guy, as it was sold for a whopping $21.6 million. The best thing about this NFT? Well, the person who currently owns it had struck a deal with the player that if it's going to be used commercially, then both of them could generate some profit off of it. Thank you so much everyone for watching. See you at the next one.